Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. All right. I am not going to take the word for this video, okay? All right? Don't worry. Yawn. 10 most hated towns in England, guys. Do not worry. I will not take the word of this list here. So if you're from somewhere, or you've been there and you like it, don't think I'm gonna be like no, that my opinion will be based on this video. These are the 10 worst. It's just I'm curious what they're gonna show, and extra curious to see what your responses are gonna be in the reaction. Yeah, I'll react to that. Sure. Oh, you will. Thanks, man. I'll react to that, sure. So let's go. Learning Canteen, great channel. Link to the original video. Tap the description right below that. Link to the Discord. Click on it. Send you right over there. We'd love to have you. Makes it easier for me to interact with you, get to know you. Let's go.
10 most hated towns in England. No matter how good a country is, every part of it can't be loved equally. In fact, some parts of it are bound to be hated. Even the most fanatic lover of a country will love some parts of it less than others. I have heard some people complaining about some towns in England.
What was I gonna say before I had a grassgasm? What was I gonna say?
It's a bit less than others. I have heard some people.
Oh yeah, New Jersey.
Complaining about some towns in England, the home of the Queen, that some people are dying to live and work in.
This is for me, not for you guys. Just so like when I go through, like when I want like a thumbnail or a nice picture to save, right here. Stop.
That prompts research into the 10 most hated towns in England. This ranking is based mainly on the comments and complaints of residents of England and visitors to those towns.
Beautiful.
But it's not limited to that, since some complaints can be completely baseless. We dig deeper in researching these 10 most hated towns in England.
Isn't Birmingham?
10. Slough. Let's begin with Slough, a town in Berkshire, within the historic county of Buckinghamshire. This town is 20 miles west of central London and 19 miles northeast of Reading. You will find the town in the Thames Valley and within the London metropolis around the area at the intersection of the M4. In spite of its location, Slough, according to those visitors, is a town whose streets are littered with empty takeaway and full of packets or empty beer cans. This assertion hasn't been contradicted by even just one resident. The quality of food in the town's restaurants appears kind of made for losers who are just about to eat as much unhealthy food as they can get away.
Hey, you guys have Holiday Inns?
Appears kind of made for losers who are just about to eat as much unhealthy food as they can get away with. 9. Scunthorpe. It's not desirable to find Scunthorpe among the most hated towns in England. Unfortunately, we can't afford to take it out of our list because the facts obviously place it.
The heck? These don't look bad at all. This looks really nice.
Obviously place it there. This industrial town in the Unitary Authority of North Lincolnshire should normally be the pride of Lincolnshire as its main administrative centre. But the town, with an estimated population of 82,334 in 2016, had many things going against it. Residents of
82,334 million. So it has 82 billion 300.
The UK's largest steel processing centre, also known as the Industrial Garden Town, are frustrated by a lack of the liveliness and diversity in the town only known for work. However, the loudest grouse that lists Scunthorpe alongside the most hated towns in England is the indiscriminate censorship and blocking of websites for spurious reasons. 8. Didcot. Let's next...
What, like, do they want to block websites that show their town in a bad lot?
Analyse
Not bad.
Didcot, a railway town that is also a civil parish in the ceremonial county of Oxfordshire. Also in the historic county of Berkshire, Didcot is 50.
I thought the whole Oxfordshire part of England was nice. Why are there so many?
County of Oxfordshire. Also in the historic county of Berkshire, Didcot is 15 miles south of Oxford and 10 miles east of Wantage. The town, noted for its railway heritage, is just 15 miles northwest of Reading, with its station opening as a junction on the Great Western Main Line back in 1844. This town of Didcot is probably the most aggressive in England. You'll have to agree with one or contest that. But travelling through the station for which it's known today will put you in confrontation with touts and gangs who mean not exactly good for passerby. You'll see them jumping onto trains passing through. You surely would hate the town where anybody can just violently ask you to give up your seat on the train. 7. Stevenage. Stevenage is a large town that should qualify for city status but hasn't been recognised as such because it has nothing good to make it lovable. It's a borough in Hertfordshire, 29 miles north of London. It is east of junctions 7 and 8 of the A1M. It is located between Letchworth Garden City and Welwyn Garden City to the north and south respectively. According to residents, greeting others with eye contact can be considered offensive in this town. That's why it's a town where you have to keep your head down when walking. Additionally, it's terribly depressing. 6. Chatham. Are you surprised that Chatham also is one of the hated towns?
Nice.
Located within the unitary authority of Medway in North Kent and South East England, Chatham is a town developed around Chatham Dockyard. Honestly, considering the military history and connectivity of the town that is also built around several army barracks, you won't be quick to consider Chatham as one of the 10 most hated towns in England. The 19th century forts have provided a defensive shield for the town's dockyard, and the Corps of Royal Engineers' presence is still felt there. Yet those who have lived long enough there have pains and regrets about their town on the basis of such factors like the competition from blue water. That enough has a far-reaching effect to overshadow every good thing about the town. 5. Huddersfield. Well, not all of Huddersfield is hated. It's just that we can't readily figure out what it is to be loved about the town. We just have to agree with the residents who say only 70% of the historic county of Yorkshire in northern England is bad. The town, lying in the valley of the River Colne, is gaining more negative votes from the reviewers. They, not we, say that there's no other thing apart from pound shops and a few coffee shops in the town, adding that it's polluted and unclean. If you want to migrate to Huddersfield, those who hate it with passion say you have a minimum of 3 kids and at least one of them must be genetically almost unrelated to the other 2. According to them also,
What?
you must have a BMI greater than 30 and you must be ready to lose your wallet or cell phone anytime.
Oh, God.
4. Luton. For clarity's sake, we're not here referring to the entire borough of Luton in the ceremonial county of Bedfordshire. We're picking on the very town of Luton as one of the most hated towns in England. In this town in southeast England, if you venture out on a dark winter's night, you need special grace to return peacefully unhurt. If eyes can shoot from their socket, almost 1,000 arrows will be shot at you as eyes get glued to you. Some of them are muggers weighing you up in the shadow, while others may be prostitutes and yet others are crackheads. In short,
This looks beautiful.
people hate the town where their wives and daughters aren't so free to move any time of the day. 3. Corby. The third most hated town on our list is Corby, a town in
And you guys live or have been here. What are your opinions? Is he wrong?
Northamptonshire. This town, located 23 miles northeast of the county in central England, is a nightmare of the entire Northampton. Though it is served as a borough of Corby's administrative headquarters from 1974 to 2021, the town has been unsatisfactory to both residents and visitors. In this conurbation, it's like people kind of care less about the cleanliness of their vehicles as they go everywhere they please on their dirt bikes. 2. Dover. Our search for the
Dover. Cliffs of Dover.
most hated towns in England brings us next to Dover, a town and major ferry port in Kent. The town in southeast England faces France across the Strait of Dover. At the narrowest part of the English Channel, it's 21 miles from Cap Gris-Nez in France, and it's like
So people hate it because it's close to France.
Lying southeast of Canterbury and east of Maidstone. This town, serving as the administrative centre of the Dover district, has been receiving knock after knock as the worst town in England.
It looks
The
fine.
residents are constantly being reminded that they're left behind. Analysts have scores of reasons to believe that this home of the Port of Dover may disappear off the face of the Kent coast. 1. Aylesbury. At last, we have the winner. The most hated town in England is none other than Aylesbury. This is a historic town, an underdog in Buckinghamshire. Only a few things, if anything, are working for Aylesbury, and we have
Another Buckinghamshire?
no underdog in Buckinghamshire.
Just because, like, Buckingham Palace. I just imagine Buckinghamshire would be really fancy.
Only a few things, if anything, are working for Aylesbury, and we have no gain mentioning that again. Everyone polled in a Facebook post voted this town as the most hated. Some even urged others to join them in castigating the town with traffic jams at every corner and with nothing to compensate for your gaze that remains
Look at
glued to
that!
boring sights.
Boring.
This list of the most hated towns in England is surely not of our own ranking. We've only shown you that what the majority of those living there feel about their towns. Therefore, kindly let us know how you feel about this listing in the comment section. Are there towns that you think are more hated than these? Please tell us.
If these are your worst towns, then I'd say England is looking pretty darn good. Yeah, obviously I've never been here, and the footage I've seen and whatnot, they look nice, and I, especially here with the most hated, I just want to know if you guys agree or disagree with any of them on the list. Love you guys. Hope you're doing well. Would appreciate all comments. See you next time. Bye.